Hi, my name is Trent. And I'm a sports fan. So I'm going to start off with a little story. So in 1980, during the medal round of the Olympics in Lake Placid, New York, the USA hockey team faced off against the USSR. Now, the USA was a much worse team than the USSR. But actually, they had a third period comeback and defeated the USSR. Now, other games like these include the New York Giants defeating the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, and Roberta Vinci defeating Serena Williams in tennis. Now, why are these games so epic? Does anybody know? No? Well, it's because they're upsets, and upsets are when the underdog, or the team that is not as good, defeats the better team. Now that leads us to why the teams are not as good. And sometimes it's because of the record. For instance, the better team has a better record. They win more games, they lose less. I figured out that sometimes it's not because of their record, and sometimes it's because of the media. And the media will make a big deal out of some team, like the Seattle Seahawks. They're just some wild card team, and all of a sudden they're on every single post on social media. Now, the media also creates these things called bandwagons. And bandwagons are people who cheer for one of the biggest teams or the best team, and they switch teams very often. And they can be very annoying. Like sometimes I'll go on social media and I'll go on ESPN, and by the way, my social media is basically just sports. It's all sports. I'll go on social media and I'll click on a post and I'll click on somebody and they'll say, I'm a Panthers, Blackhawks, Royals, Warriors fan. You can't just be a fan of the top 4 teams every time. So I'm going to show you a path of a bandwagon. So, wrong bandwagon. All right. So during the 2013 and 2014 season, the Seattle Seahawks were on the rise. They were winning many, many games. And they actually won a Super Bowl that year. And so the following year, in the 2014 and 2015 season, the Seahawks were also playing well. The bandwagon stayed in Seattle. Now, unfortunately for them, they did lose that season. They did lose the Super Bowl that season, but they lost to the New England Patriots. And the bandwagon didn't go to New England because they were in a cheating scandal in the playoff game called Deflategate. Now, this last season, or the 2015 to 2016 season, the Carolina Panthers were the bandwagon team. They almost went undefeated. And unfortunately for them, also, they lost in the Super Bowl. So we'll have to see where the bandwagon goes this year. Now, a few people don't believe that bandwagons are actually real. They just cheer for some team that their dad told them to cheer for. So I got some proof. Here is the Facebook fans and Twitter followers of the Golden State Warriors in millions from September 2012 to March 2016. As you can see, in September 2012, they had 360,000 Facebook fans. And in March 2016, they had 6,340,000 Facebook fans. That's 6 million extra fans. And this might not make the sense of everything, because you might want to see how the team is doing but not actually cheer for them. So I do have a few more things. In the same team, the Golden State Warriors, this is their merchandise units purchased by zip code per 100,000 residents. So the Golden State, or California, is right over there, and right on top of them is Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon gets 350. About as far away from California as you can get, you get New York, and New York sells about as much. Now, there's another thing I found interesting, is in South Dakota. And in the Dakotas, they don't actually have a team. There's teams around the Dakotas, yes, but instead they end up cheering for the Warriors. Now, this is another look at some graphs. This time I don't want you to pay attention to the numbers at all. I want you to pay attention to the names of the places. Now, if you can't see them, I think all but 2 are basically, most of them are in the Midwest or the East Coast. Not many of them are actually in the West Coast near California. And as I was writing this talk, I realized it's not the bandwagons that really make me angry, it's the people who brag. So if you do get one thing from this talk, please do respect all fans. And know that no matter what, it's okay to cheer for the underdog, and it's okay to hope for the upset. Thank you.